All right, good evening. Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. Good evening, everybody. 1 minute, please. Quickly, let me share this that we are live. Everybody that ought to be here should come in quickly. We are live. How was your day? And hope you went to church today. Yes, you should have gone to church. So if you didn't go to church, please. What should I say now? Go to church next week, right? Didn't go to church, that's bad. That's very, very bad. And I'm trying to look for my video. Are we live? Let me check. Okay. We're live. Okay. Let me share. We're live. All right. God is good. I don't know about you, but I'm the one who got that hit. We are. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Kevin Ogbosagi here again, and tonight we'll be discussing the Wings for Purpose. Amazing. Trust me, it's going to be an amazing session, and it's going to be a blessing to you. Of course, definitely it's going to be a blessing to you. So, the discussion of Wings for Purpose is first a conversation for those that have understood purpose. This is not going to be a long conversation. It's just going to be a short one. But before we start discussing Wings for Purpose, we first need to have that conversation that have you understood purpose? Do you understand? First, you need to have understood purpose before we start discussing wings for your purpose. Basically, when we are saying wings for your purpose, like you already can tell or you can speculate. The wings for purpose is how you can propel in purpose. Do you understand? That's really the whole ideology behind tonight's conversation, right? So, but you need to first of all have understood purpose. You need to first of all have had an understanding of what purpose is. And if you have not, or if you have been following me, okay, let me not assume you understand purpose. Let me clarify what it means to have purpose. First thing first, the first thing that it means to have purpose is that you must have this understanding that your purpose is first for the will of God. Now, we have the generalized purpose and the specific purpose. Whether it's the generalized purpose or the specific purpose, it all should be to the end that the King of Glory will receive glory from your purpose. Do you understand that? So first, I normally use the banking sector as a descriptive analogy. Let's assume that I work in a bank, and in the bank has a quarter goal. They have quarterly goals. They have what's it called now? Mid-year goals, and they have end of the year goals, right? So our first quarter of the year, our bank manager calls us and says, "Oh guys, I want us to actually meet this goal by this end of the first quarter of the year. And this goal is to help us achieve the end goal of the year, and which is in turn to help us achieve the goal of the company." Do you understand? But in that organization, I am not everywhere. I am just a particular person in a particular department in that banking organization. Let's use First Bank for instance. So I work in First Bank, and as I'm working in First Bank, I might be in marketing, I might be in customer relationship, I might be in what do you call it now? I might be in a different what's it called, a different department entirely, right? And in being that department, I need to work in alignment. I need to work in alignment to achieve the end goal of the organization. I need to work in alignment with the banking manager to achieve the end goal. That's the same way. We have specific purpose and we have generalized purpose. Your specific purpose is that which must work in alignment to achieve the generalized purpose. Do you understand? The generalized purpose is that the king is glorified, but your specific purpose is your job description in seeing how this king is being glorified. Do you understand? The specific purpose is your specific. So your specific purpose is that specific job role you have been what's the word now? You have been should I use accustomed to, or that has been given to you? Thank you. Your specific purpose is that job description that has been given to you to the end goal that it will meet the generalized purpose of the organization. You know, the story of the talents. You understand now? The story of the talent is a clear description of what it means to have purpose. You see that everybody was giving talent according to their capacity. Do you understand now? Everybody was given talent according to their capacity to go and trade with. So first, you need to understand that your purpose was not given to you to just hide it and to be joyful. Oh, I've received purpose. I've received purpose. No, that's not what it means. You have received purpose to go and work with purpose. You have received purpose to go and work with purpose. You have received purpose to go and do business with purpose. You have received purpose to go and trade and make transaction with purpose and bring harvest to the person that has given you that talent. Do you understand? So you need to have this understanding that purpose was given to me to go and make transaction with it. Oh my. And Miles Monroe said that the greatest lie we have been told is to believe that in the church is where we can have influence. No, sir. You are not, let me not use the word Miles Monroe used. He said you are not useful in the church. Of course, you are useful in the church, but when it comes to disseminating and dispensing your purpose to the end that men will see glory in you. So I might say you are not necessarily useful in the church if you are not a full-time minister. And a great lie that they have told Christians is that you need to resign your job to be a full-time ministry for you to really be in purpose. So that's a great lie. A very, very great lie. You don't need to resign your job. Actually, you need to carry ministry to your job. You need to carry the kingdom to your job. You need to carry oh my. Now let's take a look at this story. If you read the story where Jesus had a encounter with the woman by the well side, over time it has been recorded that it's the woman's responsibility to go and get water from the well. How do I know? If you look at the story of Moses, when Moses wanted to have a encounter with what's it called now? When Moses wanted to have a encounter with his wife after he ran out that Pharaoh should not kill him. Now, the first thing the woman he meant, they were actually fetching water to give to the camel. Now, when Abraham, Jacob, Isaac. Now, when Isaac needed a wife, Abraham sent some servants to go and get a wife for him. These were the requirements the servants said. He said, I will stay here. Whoever is that woman that will fetch water and give to my camel, that's the woman actually the Lord has prepared. So he used that as a sign. So you can see that historically it has been accounted that it was the woman's responsibility. I mean, that was their place of work. Do you understand? That was their place of work. So Jesus needed to influence the woman that had 7 husbands. He needed to influence the woman that has been promiscuous, that have been having a series of husbands. He didn't wait in the church. He didn't wait in his comfort zone for her to come and be influenced. No, Jesus carried the ministry to meet her in the workplace. Do you understand? Jesus carried the ministry to meet her in the workplace. Sir, you need to carry this kingdom business. By the time you understand that, oh, I've been called to the banking sector, By the time you have understood that, oh, I've been called to the military sector, I'll be called to the finance sector, to the family sector, to the government sector. You need to carry the kingdom and go and enact the kingdom there. He said, "Our Father who art in heaven, thy kingdom come." That is the end goal of purpose. Purpose is not a far-fetched thing. That is the end goal of purpose. So you need to have this understanding that thy kingdom must come in whatever way you have received specificity in dispensing your purpose. But to the end goal that it will be that thy kingdom come. So your job description might be different from Mr. A's job description, in that that's what we now call, have you understood your purpose? Have you understood your specific purpose? That means when we are actually asking, do you know your purpose? What we are saying is that, do you know your specific purpose? But before you start saying, no, I don't know my specific purpose, are you even doing the generalized purpose? Do you understand? Are you even doing the generalized purpose? So purpose is not a, it's not breeding castle in the air. It's not a thing that is far-fetched. It's not something that is hard to understand. It's not something that is hard to understand. You need to understand that whatever purpose it is, I'm just giving you what word should I use now? The acid test to understand purpose. Whatever purpose it will be, that first it must be to the glory of the one that have called you to fulfill purpose. Secondly, you must not start trying to relate and understand the specific area based on the talent you have received, based on your workings, based on your built up, based on your design, the specific place you are to function in bringing this glory to pass. Now we are still discussing the wings of purpose. I've just drifted away. Now there was a story of a girl that actually was in the ship. Miles Morrow said the story, and the girl could not see the end. They were in a ship cruise, so the girl could not see the end, and she went to meet the daddy. Daddy, carry me. Daddy, carry me. And eventually, the daddy carried the girl, and the girl said, I can see further than my eyes can look. Do you understand? I can see further than my eyes can look. That is what it means for you to engage the wings for the wings of purpose, to propel your purpose. Once you stay in the shoulders of people, or once you engage the principles I will be unveiling in these wings of purpose, you see that your purpose can actually stay further than you can imagine. You can actually start seeing further than you can look. You understand? You can actually start seeing further than you can look. You can actually start seeing further than you can look. I just hope we are getting this now. So what is the meaning of wings? Wings is a means of flight or rapid progress. Wings is a means of flight or rapid progress. Wings is a means of flight or rapid progress. So wings for your purpose is a means for your purpose to fly, or what you need to engage for rapid progress in your purpose. I take that again. Wings for your purpose is a means for your purpose to fly, or what you need to engage for rapid progress in your purpose. Now, just like we said, that generalized purpose and their specific purpose. This live section is going to be short, maybe 30 minutes at most. Their generalized purpose, I beg your pardon, there are generalized principles on which purpose strive, and there are specific principles on which purpose strive. There are generalized purpose on which every human's purpose strive, and there are specific purpose on which every human purpose strive. Now, the generalized purpose include one, building strategic relationship. Okay, sometime this week we're having a conversation in the room, in the house I stay, and somebody said something like, a friend of mine said, somebody is lucky, and we attacked the person. Like, no, don't not necessarily attack. We tried to correct the person. That don't just see people and see this person is lucky. What you should do is that you should understand the patterns. You should understand what this person you are calling lucky has actually put in place. I mean, somebody will see my pastor, or he's with JQ, he say, pastor is so lucky. I mean, he gives testimony. Recently, he gave testimony of how somebody bought a car of about 9 million and gifted him the car. Do you understand? And somebody will just see that and say, this pastor is lucky. Have you tried to pay attention to the things he did in his days? Have you tried to pay attention to what he was doing, how he built strategic relationship? No, you have not done that. You just saw that, oh, maybe this person is living a comfortable life to an extent, and there is this assumption that this person is lucky. No, I don't think there's anything called luck. I strongly don't believe there's anything called luck. I strongly believe that whatever you enjoy is because you have been able to build or manage strategic relationship. The first thing you need to understand for your purpose to fly is that your purpose need currency, and if you reduce currency to money, that would be foolishness. Money is not just the only means of currency. In fact, money is the least means of currency. Do you understand? Money is the least means of currency. Somebody once told me that everything you wear or everything you currently put on, if you purchase it with your money, that simply means you are working under disfavor. Do you understand? Everything you are currently putting on, if you bought them with your money, that means you have not paid attention enough to building strategic relationship that you can be reaping from. Do you understand? That you can be reaping from for years to come. So you must pay attention to building necessary strategic relationship, serving your way to the top. Some people call it being used. My pastor was teaching today. He said something. He said when he was still growing up, Hearts on the Rock Enugu just started. So and he decided to volunteer. Is it Enugu or Asaba? I cannot really recall, but Hearts on the Rock just started. So he decided to volunteer, and the church was a small church. I mean, and there was no media team. So one day they wanted to do a jingle for a program, and they called one man that seemingly is a professional in that field, and they asked him, sir, how much is this jingle? And the person said, how much did he say? Yeah, I think either 60 or 70,000. The pastor said he knew his pastor cannot approve this amount of money. Where are we getting that kind of money from? You understand? I beg your pardon. Where are we going to get that kind of money from? It could have been me. So a pastor did something. He said the next thing he did, he took his wife, he took first lady, which currently is his wife, the lady which currently is his wife, video her. There was a church member that had the camcorder, took the camcorder, video her, and before you know, started cutting. Boom, there was a jingle. And the man that actually they asked to do jingle for church and costed his service for 60,000. I'm not saying anything is wrong costing your service. Don't get that wrong. So, for what I'm saying is that there's a place for volunteering. There is a place for giving. There's a place for sowing of seeds. Do you understand? There's a place of sowing of seeds. Not generally in church, even outside church, for friends, for building relationship. Now, get it. John Obedi said one word: the Elites don't play politics like the masses. Do you understand? The Elites don't think like the masses. The Elites understand that whatever happens, we are still one family. They might come out and shout and say, "Oh, we are going to fight. We are going to do this." But they understand. You see that, oh, this Elite is doing something, and this your so-called your so-called idol is celebrating that Elite, is passing a congratulation message to that Elite. And you are here, you have not spoken to your brother for 5 days or for a year because the opposite party which he supports actually have not won. You are systematically breaking strategic relationship that would have helped you in the future. You understand? But that's not how the Elite think. The Elite, no matter what happens, they understand that, see, we are still a member of a family. It's the masses that kill themselves for these things. But we understand how these things work. We don't act like the masses. We don't behave like the masses. We don't think like the masses. You understand? They separate themselves. They have built a career for themselves. So you need to start thinking like the Elites to leave that position of the masses. Because if your purpose must fly with like on the wings of eagles, to the extent that people see you and you are sought after, you must start thinking like the Elites. You must start revolutionizing how you think and how you see and how you perceive things from the vistas at which you see things. Do you understand? Okay, so where was I? I've forgotten. Okay, building strategic relationship. So they don't just cut off relationship. Now let me share one of my bad story. I have destroyed some relationship that I regretted destroying. Some time ago, when I was still in logistics, when we started buying bikes, right? We bought bike from this set of business owners, and when we bought our first bike, just few months into the business, the government of Edo State, I live in Benin City, in case you don't know, Benin City to the world. So the government of Edo State said that they are going to stop or ban the usage of that exact bike. Do you understand? We are going to ban the usage of that exact bike. That there's a recommended bike for us to purchase. So from there, we started negotiating how we are going to sell that bike we just bought, not less than just a few months, and so that we can add money to it and purchase the recommended bike by the state government. So I took the bike to these same people that sold the bike for me, and the money they were calling for the bike was way beyond the value of that bike. It got me pissed. I told them, no, I'm not going to sell for you. So I moved the bike to somewhere around a different location entirely. We were able to sell that bike at a higher, reasonable amount compared to the amount those people told me. So that really got me pissed. I was like, I'm not going to do business with these people, because actually they were the one that advised me to buy that bike. Now I want to sell that bike to you, and you are like, oh, yeah, we can't buy this bike because it's this make. And I'm like, are you not the one that told me to buy this exact bike? Do you understand? So that really got me pissed, and I was like, I'm not going to do business with these people. But fortunately or fortunately, we really did not have enough funds. Now I'm telling you where I was wrong. Now we really did not have enough funds, so we went to meet him. He sold bike for us, and we were owing him some money, so we could not complete all the money. So again, into the business, not into the business, we now had some. We now it was necessary we buy another bike, but we were owing him money. We did not pay him his money. Okay, yes, we were supposed to buy bike from him. He now also added extra money to that money that was there before. So that is the money he was calling for the bike was way higher than normal. So I was like, I'm not going to purchase from him. I'm going to go somewhere else. I went to make my inquiries, and the other person sold for me at a lesser amount. So I did not make purchase from him again. I went to make purchase from the other person, which the father I was still owing him money. That's where I got it wrong. So later on, he was angry. Why, it's normal. I mean, it's normal that I'm owing you money, and I took money to go and buy back somewhere else. That was really bad. So the man was angry, and he really he was not persistent on, please pay me back my money. So I gave him a timeline. My boss then was giving me timeline. So I gave him the timeline my boss gave to me, and when it was time, what really happened? So we were not able to pay. He seized the bike, and literally later on we paid. I think we sold the bike to pay him. So that really affected my relationship with that man, to the extent we are no longer on good communication terms. Now I can see I've gone to beg, I've gone to apologize, I've gone to beg him that, oh, really, what I did was wrong. I'm really sorry that I acted this way. It was really wrong. But I did not destroy that relationship. I mean, I could have still had enough access to him. So one thing you need to understand is, in as much as you are building relationship, you must understand systematic breakup. Many times when we want to leave an organization, we leave with this attitude of, I'm leaving now. So since I'm leaving, why shouldn't I misbehave? I remember one of my workers. He had been acting well. In fact, I increased the salary. He was doing well. But at the time he wanted to leave my organization, he already was acting up. And all this really, today I'm still in good terms with him, but he can testify to by himself that, see, I misbehaved, I acted in a disorderly manner when at the latter end when I worked with you. And that's really not good for him, because I cannot necessarily what word should I use now? I cannot necessarily give him things that I would have freely giving him. Adibi, he has acted in the previous manner he was acting before. So you must learn systematic breakup. I did not know this as at last year. I did not know this years back that you don't just leave people anyhow. You don't just leave people the way you want or you choose to leave people. You leave people in a cordial manner. Do you understand? You leave people in a cordial manner. If you want to break up, nobody's saying don't break up. Nobody's saying don't leave them. But you should live in an orderly manner, that when you leave this person, it can be said of you that, oh, you left well. I remember when I was a choir music director, I also had remember I said I did not understand these things then. When I was a choir music director and I wanted to move out from that church, I did not live well. Do you understand? Yes, I'm still trying to make amends now, but this making of amends now wouldn't have been necessary. I did the right thing. Do you understand? Maybe I did the right thing, I engaged the right principles, I wouldn't have been having those issues at the latter end. So it's like the word is said, you learn from people's mistakes so you don't act foolishly the way I acted. So you have to build strategic relationship. Look for destiny helpers. Beg your pardon. Look for destiny helpers. Now, for David's vision or David's purpose would not have seen the dawn of day. Adibi, Jonathan have not put his life online and say, "See, I make a bond with you today. I know that you will become the king. But when you become the king, I am here for you. I made this bond with you today." You understand? So David had this understanding, and Jonathan had this understanding that they had a kingdom relationship. They had a strategic life building relationship. Build strategic relationship that can help you. Strategic relationship that you can bank on. Strategic relationship that you can fall back on. If you want to leave people, don't leave them anyhow. Don't just leave them anyhow. Leave them with wisdom. There's somebody that actually was misbehaving, my dear. I can tell you today that, see, there's nothing this. There are people that leave you and you know that there's nothing I want to have with this person again. And in fact, I don't want to see this person again. Do you understand? I don't want to see this person again. Let that not be you, that people will have a encounter with you today and they don't want to meet you in their entire lifetime again. Do you understand? They don't want to see you in their entire lifetime again because how you manage that relationship was very wrong. So building relationship, managing relationship, fueling relationship, there are specific things you should know and understand for your purpose to gain wings for flight. For your purpose to gain wings for flight. If you think you can do purpose alone, you are lying. Somebody has lied to you. Purpose was not built for you. Purpose, you are just how do I explain this now? You're just a section of the purpose. Your current job description now is just a section, it's just a segment. So you cannot not interact with other members of the organization. You cannot not interact and do business with other parties in this organization. You understand? Fulfilling purpose is like an organization. It's like you are working in an organization. So you cannot not interact. It's just like saying that a customer wants to open an account, then the customer relationships is saying that they will not interact with the what's it called? The security personnel, or they will not interact with you. We all have to work in unison. We all have to work in unison to see that the end we can say that indeed we have been working in purpose. We have been working in alignment with purpose. I see God helping us in Jesus' name. Then the second thing you need to do is to decisively gain and garner knowledge for your flight. To decisively and intentionally gain and garner knowledge for your flight. Do you understand this? Somebody said something today and I agreed. I agree so well. He said, knowledge is what you know that gives you the edge. Actually, if people invite me for purpose speaking today, will they still invite me? That's the question. Will they still invite me after they listen to me? Or will it be a flat conversation? Never you invite that boy again. That's my prayer. My prayer is that after the end of my conversation, there will be a fire. There will be a fire locked up in your bones. There will be a fire shut up in your bones that, see, you will want to live purpose. You will want to do purpose. You want to run after purpose. That's my heart desire. That's my will. That's my what should I use now? That's what I seek to do. That's what I seek to achieve. And after I have spoken with you, or you have listened to any of my recording of or anything or any material that comes from me, that there should be a fire burning in your heart that you want to do purpose, you want to live purpose, you want to live that purposeful lifestyle. Do you understand? That's what I should be living for. So, and it has oh God. Man said that you in influencing people, you cannot go with dogma, you cannot go with doctrinal dogma. These people, they have been living their lives. They have been living their lives, and they are used to a norm. You cannot want to disrupt their norm, and you are coming with dogma. Or if you don't live purpose, you will go to hell. Sir, hello. Do you understand? You need to have strategic information. You need to be intentional about developing yourself. I am intentional about that. I am making that intentional. I'm not being consistent, but guy, I sincerely want to grow. I sincerely want to grow. If you know me in person, you will know that no, this one wants to grow. He wants to grow. So have that decision for yourself. Are you called into finance, or what are you learning concerning finance? Who are you following? Who are your mentors? That takes us to the next point. Have strategic mentors. Have strategic mentors. If you have somebody said have a mentors, not molesters. Have mentors and not molesters. Have mentors and not people that will not show you the light. Have mentors, people that will push you to becoming more, people that will make you want to become more, people that will push you to see the light and want you to do more. Just have strategic mentors, people that when you are going astray, they can call you. I know my pastor was speaking to some celebrities today, so to say, some of the comedians and content creators, and he was correcting them on some specific things. But no, this is not our standard. This is not what we should be giving out. Do you understand? If it's not in alignment with this is not us. This is not our standard. I mean, you can if for those that don't have mentors, they can be they can be clapped to their grave. People can be clapping for you and clap you to your grave. Have mentors. Mentors help you to what word now? They help you to shaping you when you are getting out of alignment. They refocus your focus. They help you to cut unnecessary embargoes. Thank you. They help you to cut unnecessary embargoes and keep you in alignment and keep you in shape so that you can be focused. Have mentors. Have mentors in that area you have been called to fulfill purpose. Get strategic mentors in that place. I just transferred 10,000 naira yesterday. I'm paying close to 60,000 naira for a mentorship class this year. It's not going to be sweet. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you your time. It's going to cost you your money. But you know what you are going for. Purpose again is war, and not just war of what word now, battle of knife, guns, and cutlass. No, it's a battle of knowledge. It's a battle of knowledge. See, sir. You are saying they are not listening to you. They are not listening to you because you don't have necessary facts. They are not listening to you because you don't have necessary facts. If you have necessary facts, if you carry excellence, if you exude excellence concerning your purpose, they will listen to you. They have no choice. You see, this thing called excellence is an attractive force, has a magnetic effect that if you carry excellence, both those that believe in you, both those that don't believe in you, they will be attracted to you. They will be attracted to you. They have no choice but to be attracted to you. Every human is naturally attracted to success. They are naturally attracted to excellence, and you must exude that excellence with so much dexterity and so much accuracy that people see this in you and say, "No, I think this is where I should follow." That amongst many other things, why I follow my coach or the people that mentor me is that I see a level of excellence I desire. I see a level of excellence. See, my pastor, if it's not excellent, oh goodness. Today, we are supposed to play a voiceover before the speakers come up in church. And unfortunately, the music could not, the technical guys could not project that properly. And after service, I made a suggestion that, oh, why didn't you just play it on phone and put mic? Somebody said, what? You want to play music on phone and put on mic for who? Pastor will send you out of this church. That's the level of excellence they have learned, or I'm still learning, that they have understood about our pastor. That see, if it's not excellent, don't bring it to the table. If it's not excellent, don't bring it to the table. So, amongst many other things, get excellent mentors that can teach you excellence, that can help you project your message in an excellent, energetic, attractive way. And people will not have choice but to listen. People will not have choice but to take in your message, and you become the sought after. Your purpose is waiting for you to take action. Yes. Purpose is waiting for you to take action. Now, let me explain something to you. Everything a manufacturer makes, it makes for his success. Nobody creates a product and wants it to fail. No. Now, I currently am on a book project, and in that book, I wrote something concerning how Samsung made produce a particular phone, and with time, Samsung needed to recall all the phones because it was not functioning as intended. Mind you, it was not functioning as intended. They have so many blow up cases that the phone were catching fire. Now, before a phone leaves a manufacturer, before not even a phone, before any product leaves a manufacturing plant, the manufacturer has tested that product appropriately. Do you understand? The manufacturer has so much tested that product appropriately that after testing, the manufacturer writes something called a manual. And after writing a manual, he writes something called a guarantee. So you see, I'm buying this phone, and to me, I'm tearing the carton. It's brand new, but actually, that phone is not brand new to the manufacturer. The manufacturer is telling you that, oh, this phone can make call. That means the manufacturer has put a SIM card on that phone and actually make call with that phone, and it's connected. Do you understand? Manufacturer is telling you that this phone it has a 16 megapixel camera. That means the manufacturer has actually tested that camera and so that it functions at the rate of 16 megapixel. So with all boldness, he puts its brand, he puts its image and tells you that, oh, this phone you are buying can function in this capacity. Do you understand? So the manufacturer tells you that this is a 15,000 mega, this is a 50,000 what's it called now? I don't know what rate they used to rate batteries, and tells you that it can last for 15 hours. And sincerely, that manufacturer has tested that battery, so he has seen that this battery can last for this hour. That's why he's giving you that guarantee, and he's telling you that if this thing does not work the way I say it will work, I'm giving you guarantee. Return it back. I will pay you back your money. So a manufacturer creates a product with the intention of success naturally in his heart. So also how God created man. God created you with the intention of success. So that he gave you purpose, he gave you that purpose with the intention that you will succeed with that purpose. Do you understand? He gave you that purpose with the intention that success is a constant key with your purpose. Now let's take a look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I know you. I've ordained you a prophet. I have ordained you. I gave you some prophetic gifts. I called you. Oh, Jeremiah, come. Now I finished producing you. Session, prophesy. Jeremiah prophesy. Now Jeremiah walked in the prophetic gift. He walked in prophetic gift. So God has so much test run Jeremiah and said, oh, this product is certified. I put my image. So Jeremiah, you can go to the world. So before your mother conceived you, I have test run you as a prophet. I have tested all the gifts, all the potentials I put within you as a prophet. That yes, you can function in the capacity of a prophet. You can be successful as a prophet. So go into the world and be a prophet. Jonathan, before I formed thee in your mother's womb, I have known thee. Do you understand? So it necessary you understand that you are not just working alone. You are not just working alone. The product is not just trying to be successful. No, the product was created for success. The product was created naturally to exude success. So how do I exude success? Take excellence, take mentoring, take knowledge, take strategic mentoring, take a strategic building of relationship. And I see you making good use of this knowledge in Jesus' name. Amen. So the next one, consistency in disseminating and dispensing your purpose. Consistency in disseminating and dispensing your purpose. You know, everyone that started in purpose, it's not always easy. Trust me, especially how we normally have question of how do I balance it when my purpose is not financing me? How do I balance it when I don't have enough money? Many times when you start adding purpose, it's necessary that you get I don't want to use a side hustle. It's necessary that you get things being fair that is bringing money while you use that to fund your purpose. Because your purpose is a long-term thing. You are in a long run. Do you understand? You're in a long run. So because you're in a long run, you are getting money from here, you are getting money from there to finance your purpose. You are getting money from the purpose might not be the one giving you money now. It might be that you are even wasting money. I mean, somebody once asked how much you use to buy data every time for your live stream. I can't tell you, but the sincere is that I give my time, I give my energy in financing my purpose. You should do so. You should do so. You should do so. Give your time, give your money, give your energy in financing your purpose. So, and you must be consistent in disseminating your purpose. You must be consistent in dispensing your purpose. So the extent people will now know that, oh, this person, this is what he's known for. This is purpose. Do you understand? This is what we can see. If now let me tell you something. I was so disappointed that okay, I'm still growing. Let me not be too hard on myself. So, but I was so disappointed on myself that, oh, Kevin, you say you're a purpose coach, but they actually did a purpose meeting in church today, and you were not sought after. Do you understand? I so much understand that I'm still growing, no doubt. I'm taking it easy on myself, but I should have at least come to mind. That means I am not doing enough. I should go and do more. Do you understand? So when people think within your field, do you come to mind? Do you come to mind? But inconsistency in dispensing your purpose is actually what will bring you to the limelight. It's what will give your purpose wings for flight. It's what will give your purpose wings for flight. My pastor said something today. He said, there was a time the popular brain jotter, when he said that, I was super surprised. The popular brain jotter you know today actually came one time to actually do a free advert for their program. Popular brain jotter. I saw one picture some time ago of Sabinus trying to feature in I think either Davido's movie what's it called, video, or I think either Davido or Whiskey video. I think it's Davido's video. Now that has been his pattern, trying to just be in the limelight. And I saw one of his old video. So I taught somebody something some time ago that when opportunity meets preparation, that's what you call success. If you have not been preparing, if you have not been consistent in disseminating information, when your time for success will come, people cannot have a track record to hold to. There's this man, Femi Babs. Yes, Femi Babs. I remember the major video that brought Femi Babs. I don't know why I'm just using content creators as one of the yardstick. The major video that brought Femi Babs to limelight was on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, only two girlfriends will be raptured. So Femi Babs actually did that video, and people started following Femi Babs, going to check his old content, Just imagine if he has not been consistent. People wouldn't have had enough resources to refer to before they can refer him. Do you understand? People wouldn't have had enough resources to refer to before they can vote for him and say, oh, I think this guy can do this. Maybe those times he has been funny and nobody has heard him. Maybe those times he's not even been funny. But because he has not come to limelight, everything actually has become funny. You understand? So you need to be consistent in dispensing your purpose, not minding the naysayer. People will come and say, what are you doing? Say, but in as much as you are consistent, you have to be strategic as well. Check the metrics, check the things that are working, check the things that are not working, check where you need to push, where you need to withdraw. Do you understand? So the last one, choose a strategic platform. Choose a strategic platform. With this, we'll be teaching on several, or either we will teach or we'll drop it on a channel, right? We'll drop it on a YouTube channel, several platforms on and how you can use this platform to grow your purpose. Choose platforms, choose platform. Which platform do you want to be seen? Which platform do you want to be associated with? Do you understand? If you really there's this friend of mine, she said she wants to be a newscaster. If you want to be a newscaster, if which people you should be following, you should be following what type of newscaster do you want to be? What type of journalist do you want to be? You want to be a freelance journalist, or you want to be working under somebody. So you need to figure all those out, then launch at, then choose a strategic platform of how you want to consistently communicate your value, how you want to constantly communicate this value to your people. And with that, you see that your purpose is already gaining wings for flight. Don't take away the place of influence. That's why we started by discussing influence last week. Influence is one other thing you need for your purpose to fly. But influence, okay, please just check the video. I think it should be on. It's not on the channel yet. I should drop it. many times people confuse influence for popularity. It's not the same thing. So when you have been able to understand what influence is and work in alignment with influence, so you can leverage on your influence to start for your purpose to start gaining wings for flight. All right, it has been an amazing time. It's always an amazing time. My name is T. Kelvin Ogbelsage, and please, if you have questions, comments, we'll wait for you. Drop it in the comment section, definitely, and definitely you get a reply. All right. So by next week again, we'll have you here again. Trust me, we'll have you, and you will have me. Amazing. We have you. Then please, we have our conferences coming up. We have the Nasara conference coming up. Whew, I'm super excited, but I don't want to shout. I am super excited. So you live in the city of Nasarawa, Abuja. We have our Abuja meet and greet. You live in Abuja. Let's meet and greet. Let's have a purposeful conversation, right? Let's have a purposeful conversation. Then you live in Nasarawa. That meeting is no one you want to meet. I and Adelana Esther, I beg your pardon. I and Adelana. I hope I pronounced that word. I and Adelana Esther will be having this strategic meeting on the 11th of August, yes, at Nasarawa Polytechnic School. You don't want to miss it, and trust me, it's going to be a big one. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a lovely night rest.